Well, hello YouTube, and welcome back to Retired for Life. I'm your host Brian, and today I've got another quick and easy holiday recipe for you. But first, let's get a little bit more festive for the season. There we are. Okay, let's get to work. So you're ready to heat things up a bit for your next party? Let me introduce you to a party mix that I call Megabites. It's the ultimate snack that will ignite your taste buds. This ultimate spicy party mix has been very carefully crafted to give you the perfect balance of flavors and heat. It's a fusion of tantalizing spices and zesty ingredients that will leave your guests begging for more. But don't be fooled by the sounds of its spicy ingredients. This party mix is designed for everyone to enjoy, from the spice enthusiast to the more cautious taste buds. It's spicy enough to give you a bit of a kick, but it's not going to send you running for the nearest glass of water. So whether you're hosting a lively Christmas party, a get-together for New Year's Eve, or just some friends getting together to kick back and relax, Megabites can be your go-to snack to impress your guests. So why settle for a boring snack when you can release the flavors from this party mix? So let's get started. So we're going to start with our sauce first. So let's check our ingredients list here. So to start with, I've got 280 grams worth of butter. Now we're going to throw this in the microwave and melt it down, and then we'll start adding our other ingredients to that. All right, so there's our butter all ready to go. So what we're going to start out with is 14 grams of garlic powder. We'll mix that in. And then 9 grams of onion powder. Then 42 grams of seasoned salt. Now we're starting to look like something. And then to give it that extra kick, then we're going to add 225 grams, basically 3/4 of a cup, of Worcestershire sauce. Now we're getting there. And now we're just going to fire it up a little bit more by adding 60 grams of Frank's hot sauce. And that's our mix ready to go. Let's see here. Yeah, we're getting a bit of a zing on that. All right, let's start putting our dry ingredients together. So you need something big enough to mix this in. So you're gonna need 250 grams of pretzels. I like to use pretzel sticks, but break them in half so they're not too big. All right, there we are. Now let's break these down a little bit. So I'm just going to kind of do this by the handful, and as I break them, I'm going to add them into my bin here. Don't worry about being too fussy about this. You don't have to measure them out. All right, there's the pretzel sticks. We need 750 grams of peanuts, and these are salted roasted peanuts. Then we need 350 grams of Crispex. Now this party mix was originally made with Czech cereals, and it was referred to as nuts and bolts. But for a while there, Czech cereals were not available around here. So I switched over to using Crispex, which has the two types of Czech cereals in one cereal. Then it's 380 grams of shreddies. And lastly, it's 230 grams of Cheerios. There we go. Not too hard so far. So there's our dry mix. I'm going to mix this up just a little bit by hand before we start adding our sauce. You can see why you want a decent sized bin to do this in. I'm going to heat the sauce up a little bit more and then we'll start pouring it in. All right, let's give this one more stir. You want to make sure everything's well blended. All right, let's get our sauce added in here. Now, you need to be quite gentle with this because you got to remember you're dealing with a crispy snack. So you don't want to be busting it up too badly. So let's start pouring this in. So we're going to pour in about 1/3 of it. And then start mixing very gently. It is a trick. You've got to be gentle, but yet you've got to get it mixed up. Okay, there we are. Now we need 2 good-sized pans to put this in. And I'll show you what I've got here. So I've got one disposable aluminum foil pan and one turkey pan. One of these days I'm going to get a second one of these pans because they work really well for this. So let's start splitting our mixture up into these 2 pans. Now in the meantime, you want to get your oven on, and we don't need a high temperature. We're only going up to 250 degrees. We're not cooking anything. All we're doing is kind of drying out the mixture. Now that's pretty easy, isn't it? So what we're going to do now is I've got my oven up to temperature at 250 degrees. So I'm going to put both of these into the oven and set the timer for 15 minutes. Then take these out and very gently mix them again. And then I'll do that 2 more times. And then these will be basically done. Just put them aside to cool, and then you put them into containers after that. Pretty simple process and quite a treat. All right, folks, we just finished our last heating cycle. So let's give it another mix and have a look. Wow, the fumes coming out of the oven can be pretty strong. Okay. So with this now heated a couple of times, we're going to put it on cooling racks and let it sit overnight. And then it will be ready to get put away. What I use is the big plastic ice cream tub containers. They actually work really well for storing this kind of stuff in. So thanks very much for watching my video today, folks. So I know these are a bit different from what I usually do on my videos, but I do like to play in the kitchen, so I thought I would just share it with you. So let me know what you think of that. Are you guys liking these cooking videos? So once again, thank you for watching. And don't forget, if you've been enjoying the videos, please give them a thumbs up and I would love to have you subscribe to the channel. So until next time, keep things spicy and happy snacking.